Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. It's your host, Gamer Baba. Today we're breaking down the top 10 weapons you actually need in Call of Duty Mobile Season 1 to completely dominate your lobbies. These aren't random picks, these are meta-defining weapons, the kind that shred in ranked, melt in scrims, and stay consistent across all skill levels. And to make this even better, we'll be giving you the best gunsmith build for every single weapon on this list, so make sure you watch till the end. And friends, before we jump in, if you enjoy high-level CODM content, broken builds, and straight-up lobby domination, do us a huge favor. Smash that like button, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notifications so you never miss an upload. It genuinely helps the channel grow. Now let's move into our top 10 meta guns of COD Mobile Season 1. First things first, friends, this is my personal list of the top 10 meta weapons in the game. If you agree or disagree, let me know down in the comments section. I'd love to see your lists. Kicking things off at number 10, we have the MG42. This insanely fast-firing LMG is perfect for locking down lanes and head glitches, making it a solid choice for players who hate reloading and prefer a more passive, controlled playstyle. On top of that, the base iron sights are absolutely phenomenal, meaning you don't need a legendary or mythic blueprint for this weapon to be competitive. What holds the MG42 back from ranking higher on this list are the multiple nerfs it's received since launch, most notably the nerf to the VDD skeletal stock, which reduced ADS movement speed, and the mobility nerf to the 250-round drum mag. It's still strong, just not as dominant as it once was. Moving on to our number 9 meta weapon. If you were playing Call of Duty Mobile back in 2024, you already know what weapon we're about to talk, and that is none other than the BP-50. When this weapon dropped, you couldn't enter a single lobby without seeing at least one player running it, and for good reason. The BP-50 featured a chunky 60-round mag, an insanely fast fire rate, easy-to-control recoil, and a lightning-fast time to kill at all ranges, making it one of the most versatile weapons in the game. The only downside at launch was its slightly bulky iron sights. Unfortunately, since then, the BP-50 has taken a few noticeable nerfs, most notably to the range values on its most popular attachments, meaning you can no longer achieve that absurd long-range TTK it was once known for. Moving on to our number 8 meta weapon, we have the Switchblade. The Switchblade has been an absolute demon of an SMG for quite some time now, and it recently received a massive lower leg damage multiplier buff, making it even more lethal up close. What truly makes this weapon insane is the fact that its base iron sights are crystal clear, so clear that you don't need a legendary or mythic blueprint to dominate with it. This makes the Switchblade extremely accessible while still being fully meta viable. Personally, friends, I've always been a huge fan of SMGs in Call of Duty Mobile. That insane mobility you get from running an SMG just feels unmatched, and the Switchblade absolutely delivers on that front. Fast, smooth, and incredibly deadly in close-range fights, this weapon never disappoints. Our next meta weapon of Season 1 is JAK-12, and it's on number 7. This spam shotgun is guaranteed to leave even the worst Call of Duty Mobile player with at least a few kills by the end of a match, especially when paired with the Dragon's Breath Thermite magazine. Honestly, this is easily one of the most toxic weapons in all of Call of Duty Mobile, right up there with the Thermite Man-O-War. Those Thermite rounds are exactly why any respectable Call of Duty Mobile player always keeps at least one loadout with the Dauntless perk equipped, just in case you run into one of these players mid-match. The JAK-12 isn't about skill, it's about chaos, area denial, and making your opponents absolutely miserable. Alright, moving on to our number 6 meta weapon, and once again, this is a weapon that demands skill to unlock its true potential, the Odin. The Odin is a heavy-hitting assault rifle and has been a fan favorite for years. If you've got solid aim and can master the recoil of this fully automatic marksman-style AR, you can absolutely decimate your lobbies. When you start landing those 2-tap kills, there's honestly nothing more satisfying. It genuinely feels like you're instantly deleting enemies off the map. What holds the Odin back is its atrocious recoil pattern, and the fact that if you try to fully compensate for it through attachments, the weapon starts to feel as slow as an LMG, both in ADS time and movement speed. Still incredibly lethal, just very unforgiving. And as always, friends, if you've got a different meta list, drop it down in the comments. Coming in at number 5, we've got a shared spot, and that goes to the XM4 and the Type 19. Both of these assault rifles offer fast fire rates, excellent time to kill across most ranges, and incredibly consistent performance. The only real downside, they're mediocre iron sights, which makes running a mythic or legendary blueprint borderline mandatory if you want to maximize their potential. Other than that, there's really not much to criticize. These are easily two of the best ARs in Call of Duty Mobile, and you honestly can't go wrong with either. So let me know, friends, are you Team XM4 or Team Type 19? Coming in at number 4, we have what is essentially the reincarnation of the BP-50 meta from 2024, the Ram 7. This weapon features a very fast fire rate, excellent damage consistency, and most importantly, it does not suffer from the damage range nerfs that held the BP-50 back. The only downside, the iron sights aren't great, meaning a mythic or legendary variant is highly recommended to fully unlock this weapon's potential. But once built correctly, the Ram 7 is an absolute menace in ranked play. Now moving on to our number 3 meta weapon, a weapon you all know and love, the DRH. This gun has been a community favorite for years, and honestly, for good reason. It comes with an insane 3-shot time to kill, and it also has some of the cleanest base iron sights in the entire game. But what makes the DRH extra special is the fact that it was one of the very first free legendary weapons we ever got in Call of Duty Mobile, and that's something only the OGs will remember. So friends, moving on to our number 2 meta weapon of 2026, and this is the only weapon that can truly go toe-to-toe at close range with our number 1 pick. That weapon is the VMP. This SMG boasts insane mobility and one of the fastest fully automatic fire rates in all of Call of Duty Mobile. That said, it does come with a fair amount of recoil, so you'll need to master recoil control to unlock its full meta potential. I was honestly surprised when this weapon was added to Call of Duty Mobile, especially since it was brought back from an older title, Black Ops 3. And now, if we could just get some of those classic Black Ops 3 maps added into the game, we'd truly be in business. And now, friends, we've arrived at our number 1 meta weapon of 2026, and this is the only weapon that can truly go toe-to-toe at close range with our number 1 pick. That weapon is the USS-9. This SMG has absolutely dominated the meta throughout most of 2025 and continues to reign supreme going into 2026. The best way to describe the USS-9 is this. It's basically a DRH with insane 3-tap potential, but with more ammo and lightning-fast SMG mobility. The only way this weapon ever falls off the meta is if it receives a major global nerf, either to its body damage multipliers or to its damage range. Otherwise, the USS-9 remains the most consistent, oppressive, and reliable weapon in the game. Now, maybe we never see a massive nerf, and instead, Call of Duty Mobile just keeps introducing faster and faster TTK weapons. If that ends up being the case, I genuinely hope we eventually see an increase to base multiplayer HP to balance things out. Now friends, that wraps up our top 10 meta weapons of Season 1 2026. If you enjoyed the list, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future uploads. And if there's any Call of Duty Mobile content you'd like to see next, whether it's gunsmiths, tier lists, or breakdowns, let us know down in the comments. Stay tuned and stay victorious. God bless you.
Friendly Shock RC is coming. Hard